Hey guys, it's J.Mone Fancy. When I have these glasses on, I feel like singing Poetic Justice by Kendrick Lamar. I don't know why, just Poetic Justice. Okay, sorry. Okay, yeah. This is about, the quote-unquote too modest. First of all, I don't feel like I'm too modest. Like, okay, like the little question, if you follow me on Instagram, the little question ask.com, the link is in my bio and all that. People say, oh, you're very talented, you can paint, draw, etc, etc. You're funny, you can act, you're a great writer, I've read some of your work, or you're a great songwriter, you're a great singer, or just, you know, stuff like that. And I say, I tried, thank you, I really appreciate it, or some. And people get really mad about that. Like, people are saying the questions, I didn't post some of them because I felt like some of them were doing a little bit too much. But they were like, quit doing all of that, you're too modest, be confident in your work. I am. I'm just not. I know I'm the, like, I don't like that. I guess I don't like it in other people, so I try to people feel like I am too modest when it comes to my craft or whatever. And it's not that I am modest, it's just that, you know, some things, it's just, I can't even explain it. Like, people will be like, my favorite episode is that episode, and I just be like, that episode is just not that funny, and they'll repeat line after line after line, and it lets me know how many times they've watched it. And it's really, it's like when I say I adore when people do that, like, oh my gosh. But it's just like, do you like it that much? Like, I didn't feel like it was that good. It's just, you know, try so hard to avoid being I try so hard to avoid being arrogant and cocky, etc. And I think they may come off as being too modest. And I always want to remain humble, so that's why I do what I do. People say they're a fan of me or the show or what I do because you're not a fan or a supporter. It'll be so different if I was like Beyonce or something. But I'm just Jamaican, I'm just fancy. Like, I don't like when people say that. Like, I will correct them in a minute. Like, I'll correct them on the spot, and they'll be like, I'm such a fan of your show, I'm a fan of you, I love everything you do. I'm like, no, you're a supporter, you're not a fan. Like, I am a fan, fancy, I am. No, you're a supporter, you're not a fan. I don't like it. Like, when people say, I look up to you, you're my role model, and the little ass thingy, like, oh my gosh. When I say I almost went to cry, like, I did cry a little bit, because it's like, it's just me. Like, what is that to look up to? Okay, I am a train wreck, okay? I can't walk in a straight line. I walk better in heels than I do in regular shoes. I don't own a pair of tennis shoes. That's not normal. I laugh when I get nervous uncontrollably. Like, I talk fast sometimes. I freaking, like, I'm overly girly, and that could be annoying to some people because sometimes I annoy myself sometimes. Like, what the is there to look up to? And I don't know. It's just not normal. I'm not a normal person. If I know that I'm not a normal person, that's a problem. And when people show a lot of Insta love, okay, I don't do the shout out to so and so for the Insta love. I don't want to make them seem like I know I'm overthinking this. I know that I am because my sister told me that I am, and so did a very close friend of mine who's like, you're really overthinking it, and I'm really not. When people like when people like a lot of my pictures on Instagram at one time, and I don't give them a shout out to some stuff for Instagram. I don't do that because I don't want it to, but I can't get my words out. And I'm a role model. Okay, what I'm trying to say. Okay, I don't want it to make it seem like you're a fan or a groupie or something like that. So I don't give out shout outs for that. And then I'll either go back to your page and like a whole bunch of pictures, For those, everybody who says you sound really good on the Lift Every Voice project. If you haven't heard it, like, go look it up. I'll have it in my description box with this episode. Like, you did a really great job with the Lift Every Voice video, and it's like, what the? Are you like, I'm saying like, oh, thank you so much. And in my head, I'm thinking, what the? I was sick on that day, and that does not sound good to me. Like when people say, you did a real good job on Lift Every Voice, like, are we listening to the same thing? That sounds like, when I say, like, I will not, you can ask anybody who sat there and listened to the song with me, I will nod my head to everybody else's part but mine, because that sounds like a mess. I don't know, I'm really waiting on somebody to say, fancy, that did not sound good. I really am, because I'm not going to even get mad, I'm not going to argue or with you or nothing like that. I'm just like, dude, I totally agree. Like, that does not sound good to me. I was in the mood, and I was this close to busting out crying while I'm in that booth. I was so aggravated. It made, when you're sick and you're trying to sing, it makes you very limited to what you can and cannot do. And I get very annoyed, because the whole entire time in that recording booth, I was getting ready to cry. My mama stepped out of the booth because she did not want to see me cry. That's how bad it was. That was horrible. That was terrible, atrocious. Oh my gosh, I literally cringe at the sound of my voice. Like, see the minus why I am the way I am now. Now you see why it's what it is now. So I don't want to hear, you're too modest, Fancy. You know, I feel that you should shut the f up. I mean, who I thought you knew? Bye, darling.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Let's get out of me. My door just opened by itself. Oh. I see my blood pressure raised so high. Oh. I just leave it open. But sometimes it happens when. But okay, anyway. So